Welcome back. Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 228, right here on WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television, where it's always a lot of fun, to say the least. Now, of course, we won't be talking Cavs today, mainly because, well, the Cavs didn't even get to play at all last week. Probably because of the All-Star game. In fact, that's the reason why. Donovan Mitchell participated in the three-point contest. He didn't do shabby. But unfortunately, there won't be any NBA. And then tomorrow, the Cavs play the Magic, and we'll be up and running with basketball in the world of the National Basketball Association once again, which is always a great sight to see, in my opinion. You know what's also a great sight to see, in my opinion? My picks from last week. You betcha. We'll see how it wound up. Division 1, only because, well, that was it. John Marshall defeated Rhodes 35-31, and Lakewood beat Twinsburg. How about that? 46-42. Walsh defeated Willoughby South. The Rebels went down to the Warriors 62-29, and North Ridgeville fell to Hoover. North Ridgeville beat Hoover 58-45, and Perry fell to Boardman 54-40. Then in the next district, Lake beat up on Garfield by a score of 69-35. Akron Garfield, for clarification. Highland, the good guys, we took down Euclid without any issues, 56-16. And then Amherst beat Glen Oak 31-28. We'll take on Amherst Steel, so there is that. And then after that, still beat the lights out of Lakeside 91-9. Dear heavens, that is insane. And McKinley beat St. Joe 65-58. Archbishop Hoban beat Barberton 63-20. Avon took down NDCL by a score of 61-26 out. And Archbishop Hoban, Avon, I beg your pardon. We were talking about Hoban the other game. That's what caught me off guard. Hudson beat Riverside on the road 49-44. And Medina, my goodness, 79-19 was the final out there in Medina. Then in Northeast 4, you had Firestone defeat Nordonia, to my surprise, 48-47, tightly contested game. Westlake beat Warren Harding 35-39. And Louisville beat the Cleveland Heights Tigers pretty handily, 61-29, and Green beat North Royalton 51-28. Then in Division 1 Northeast 5, Berea Mid-Park beat JFK 63-22. Lorraine beat Garrett Morgan by a score of 68-35. North Olmsted beat Normandy 44-33. And last but not least, Maple Heights beat Garfield Heights 49-27. Finally, the last district, District 6 in Division 1, Roosevelt 42, Shaker Heights 32. Midview 63, Mayfield 62, Chardon 37, John Hay 36, and Wadsworth beat North 47-40. So doing the math, 4, 8, 12, 16, plus 10 is 26. Let's see, 5, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went 21-5 last week with 23 points. So I went 21-5 once again, 23 points, because I got my lock of the week Lake correct and got my upset of the week North Olmsted correct. So with all that being said, let's go right into Tommy's picks. We got a lot of picks. Yes, we do, my friends. Dear goodness. First off, high school girls basketball postseason. I don't know if you can read it. It looks like ants, that's for sure, but I'll just go through them all. Brush against John Marshall. I got the Arcs winning that one. And then Walsh against Lakewood. I don't know why. I got a good feeling that Lakewood's got a good shot at winning this one. Give me the Rangers. North Ridgeville against Rocky River. I'm picking the North Ridgeville Rangers. And the Boardman Spartans will beat the Revere Minutemen. And then in Division 1 Northeast District 2. Lake against Hathaway Brown. I'm going with the Blue Streaks. We're playing Amherst Steel tomorrow. Unfortunately, that game will not be on my YouTube channel, WHBW. So if you haven't subscribed there, by the way, I highly suggest that you do. But we will not be broadcasting it. We'll get to why later on in the show. But Highland Amherst Steel, I got the good guys to win that, and we'll be taking on Lake. Stowe against Elyria, picking Stowe. Austintown Fitch against McKinley. I'm going with the Falcons. And then Division I Northeast 3. Here's a game that's going to be a blowout. Archbishop Hoban against Valley Forge. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. Hoban's going to beat the snot out of Valley Forge. Dear God. And then Elliott against Avon, picking Avon. Madison against Hudson, picking Madison. And last but not least, in that district, Medina will beat Worcester. Then it's time for Division I Northeast 4. Magnificat against Firestone. Firestone got the win last week. They're going to try to keep their dream season alive, but I think the Blue Streaks will have something to say about it, giving me Magnificat. Then in Division I Northeast 4, we got an upset, in my opinion. I think the Westlake Demons are going to do it. They're going to beat Massillon Washington. They're going to beat the Tigers in their own gym, or high school gym, I ought to say. And then, of course, Louisville against Cheney, picking Louisville. And Mentor will beat Green. Division I Northeast 5, you got Jackson against Berea Mid-Park. I'm going with the Jackson Polar Bears. I think they got what it takes. Avon Lake against Lorraine, an inter-county battle out there. I go with the Shoremen winning that, or the Shore Gals, as they like to be called. And then the Solon Comets, National Conference team, against the North Olmsted Eagles. I think North Olmsted's dream season going to come to an end as well. Give me the Comets. And then Strongsville against Maple Heights. That game seems like it's going to be a rout, isn't it? Strongsville, very good at what they do in sports, that's for sure. Of course, they made the state finals in girls soccer. They took us down in the regional semifinals, actually. Yeah, we won districts for the first time in school history in girls soccer. Yeah, we have a locked and loaded team. And we're not done yet, folks. But losing my train of thought, Strongsville will win. Then the last Northeast District, Northeast 6, Olmsted Falls against Roosevelt, picking Olmsted Falls. And then Brunswick playing Midview, picking the Blue Devils. Braxville against Chardon. This one's going to be a toss-up, in my opinion. These are two good schools that are going to go at it. I think Chardon's going to win, though. Wadsworth against Cuyahoga Falls. Now, usually I would say Wadsworth will blow them out, but keep in mind, Cuyahoga Falls took us to overtime earlier this season. And what was a very nerve-wracking game. We ultimately won the game, but I think Cuyahoga Falls could potentially give Wadsworth a run for their money, but the Grizzlies should win. Now time for Division II. That's right, folks. It's all the same as what I said last week. Ursuline will beat Kenston. Lutheran East will beat St. Martin de Porres. And Aurora will beat Padua. Keep in mind, Aurora did beat us earlier this season. We did beat Aurora at their place, but they beat us at our place. Jefferson area against Crestwood, picking Crestwood. And finally, Alliance against Fairview, picking the Alliance Aviators. Then it's time for Division II, Northeast District 2. You got Laurel against Bedford. I'm going with Laurel. Bucktown Griffins will beat the Field Falcons in what should be a good game, to say the least. Canton South will beat West Geauga. Chagrin Falls over Cloverleaf. And West Branch over Coventry. I forgot to do something, folks. I did not have 2 locks and 2 upsets, which I really should have done, considering the fact that I'm doing 2 divisions out there, but oh well. Division 2, Northeast 3, St. Vincent, St. Mary against Shaw. I'm picking St. Vincent, St. Mary. And then Girard against Youngstown East, picking Girard. Marlington against the Holy Name Green Wave. Give me the Green Wave to win that. Salem against Struthers, picking Salem. And the Canfield Cardinals will beat the Brookside Cardinals. Yeah, 2 Cardinals duking it out. That's odd. Division 2, Northeast 4. Canoe against Berkshire, picking Berkshire. Talmadge against Max S. Hayes. I'm going with the Talmadge. I remember Max S. Hayes. They're usually not that strong in sports, at least in baseball, because when we played them in the playoffs last year in baseball, woo-wee, we scored like 20-some-odd runs. I'm not exaggerating. They had to call the game after 2.5 innings because Coach Grissom's like, okay, this is getting nowhere, and the Max Hayes High School coach was like, yeah, this is definitely going nowhere. But yeah, going back to the picks, Howland will beat Ravenna. Firelands over Bay. And the Copley Indians should trounce the Buckeye Bucks. That looks like a mismatch. All these games on the right of your screen will be played tonight as of the recording of this episode. Streetsboro against East Tech, picking Streetsboro. I think the Elyria Catholic Cougars, I think is what they're known as. Or Panthers, Panthers will beat Clearview. I mixed them up with Lake Catholic. Orange Lions against Springfield. I'm picking Orange. CVCA against Hawken, picking the Royals. And finally, Beaumont will beat Harvey. So we got high school boys basketball now. Final regular season games of the season. Hudson against Highland. That should be a fun one. I think the Explorers are unfortunately going to win it. That game will more than likely not be broadcast on YouTube because I need a break. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. yesterday. I was up at 4:30 a.m. Got like 9 hours of sleep last night. I've been gassed. I've been tired. But anyways, Hudson's going to win, unfortunately. Barberton should beat CVCA. We'll be South against Hoover, picking the Hoover Vikings. Hoban will beat Cheney. Walsh against VASJ, going with VASJ, the Vikings. Stowe will beat Solinan. Then Brecksville against Glenville. Here's an upset. Give me the Tar Blooders. Brecksville's ice cold lately. They've lost 3 straight games. And it could quite easily be 4 straight. And I pray to God it ends up being 5 straight. Well, if we are able to beat Brecksville in the playoffs. You never know, folks. You never know. And then St. Ed's against Padua, picking St. Ed's, and what should be an easy game for them. Green will beat the University School Preppers. Garfield Heights is my lock of the week over Maple Heights. Then Berea Mid-Park against Elyria, picking Elyria. Then in a SWC battle, it'll be Avon against Avon Lake. I think the Eagles will win. They got home court advantage that night. Independence against Westlake, picking the Demons. Normandy against Valley Forge, going with the Invaders. Once again, Valley Forge is not good at both boys or girls basketball, which is quite a shame. Mentor against Brunswick, picking the Devils. And Medina against Shaker Heights, picking the Medina Bees. Well, folks, for those that are unaware, it's very eventful on WHBW, so if you haven't subscribed to it yet, please do so now. Please pause this video and subscribe to it now. Anyways, but tonight, this Wednesday night, tonight the 21st, is a men's lacrosse game for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets against Kenyon, I believe. Then the next day, the 22nd, we're taking on Ohio Northern in a game of women's basketball in the OAC semifinals. That'll be also on my YouTube channel. And if we win, I repeat, if we win, Saturday at 2 will be the OAC championship game also on YouTube. So Saturday at 2. So tonight at 7, tomorrow night at 7, Saturday at 2. So I hope you got those dates all said and done, because it's going to be fun. Sorry about that, folks. But anyways, looking at the calendar out here, next week we're going to talk more picks. This time it'll be more boys basketball because of the playoffs, and the girls basketball as well. Of course, the road to Dayton is coming to an end soon. Let me pull up the OHSAA for a second if I can. I don't know when the championship is. I think it's going to be the 16th for, when do you call it? Girls basketball. Let me check. Statewide tournament brackets. Division 1 will be on, yep, the 16th in Dayton, Ohio. And then for boys basketball, when will that be? Will that be the 23rd? I assume it will be the 23rd. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Hornets will be in it. It's very unlikely, but you never know. It will be the 24th. That'll be a Sunday. That will be a Sunday, folks. So I'm not going to make the drive today, more than likely, if we're in. But that's a huge if, folks. That's not an easy thing to do for us. Not an easy thing to do for any of us. To drive down to Dayton, heck, even to win a bunch of games to get to Dayton, so there is that. Well, folks, we're done for the day. We're done for the week. I'm Tommy Maroon. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you again soon. Till then, take care of yourselves and so on.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.